Hello guys, good day. I'm Ronen Gorin and I'm tasked to discuss the process coordination and synchronization in operating systems. But before that, first, we'll be knowing the objectives of this lesson. The learning objectives. First, to have a deep understanding of what is process synchronization and its works. Second, to identify the synchronization mechanisms. The last, to explain the problems, rules, and solution of the critical section. What is process synchronization? Process synchronization is the task of coordinating the execution of processes in a way that no two processes can have access to the same shared data and resources. It is especially needed in a multi-process system when multiple processes are running together and more than one processes try to gain access to the same shared resources or data at the same time. This can lead to the inconsistency of shared data, so the change made by the one process not necessarily reflected when other process access the same shared data. To avoid this type of inconsistency of data, the process needed to be synchronized with each other. The diagram of how process synchronization works. For example, process A, changing the data in a memory location, while another process B is trying to read the data from the same memory location. There is a high probability that the data read by the second process will be erroneous. Process synchronization is a way to coordinate process that use shared data. It occurs in operating system among cooperating processes. Cooperating processes or independent process cannot affect or be affected by the execution of another process. Cooperating process can affect or be affected by the execution of another process. Processes have to be scheduled to ensure that concurrent access to shared data does not create inconsistencies. Data inconsistency can result in what is called a race condition. A race condition when two or more operations are executed at the same time, not scheduled in the proper sequence, and not existed in a critical section correctly. A critical section is a code segment that accesses shared variables and has to be executed as an atomic action. The section consists of shared data resources that require to be accessed by other processes. The entry to be the critical section is mainly handled by wait function, represented as P, while the exit from the critical section is controlled by the signal function, represented as B. In the critical section, only a single process can be executed. Other processes waiting to execute their critical section need to wait until the current process completes its execution. Please watch this video animation for the solution to the critical section in OS, prepared by GSSK. There are three rules of critical section: the mutual exclusion, the progress, and bound waiting. Mutual exclusion is a special type of binary semaphore which is used for the controlling access of shared resources. The process solution is used when no one is in the critical section and someone wants it. And the bound waiting. In bound waiting solution, after the process make a request for getting into a critical section, there is a limit of how many other processes can get into the critical section. A critical section execution is handled by the semaphore. It is simply a variable that is non-negative and shared between threads. Semaphore is another algorithm or solution to the critical section problem. It is another mechanism in a thread that is waiting on the semaphore, which can be signaled by another threads. It uses two atomic operations, which is wait and signal, for the process synchronization. Please watch this video for the semaphore synchronization process prepared by Miss Celine Flavier. So this is the end of the lesson. I hope you gain a lot of learnings regarding the process synchronization. Thank you and God bless you all.